What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. In this game review, we are going to be covering one of the most recent games I played, one of the newest probably, and that it will be the Destiny beta. So let's get started.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, so the Destiny beta. Destiny is probably... Hold on, I gotta fix something. That was really bothering me. Destiny is probably one of the most anticipated games of 2014, if not the most. I have not heard much about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, to be honest, right now. I don't care. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Anyway, Destiny beta. Let's talk about it. So first of all, where do I want to start? My overall impressions of it, really, when I started it up to compare to after I played it for a little bit, were completely different. So we're going to start off with our basic, the graphics. What do the graphics look like? Now, granted, keep this in mind, I played it on the Xbox 360. I did not play it on Next Gen, so just keep that in mind. The graphics weren't anything to die for, they were average. The game was made for Next Gen, really, but the graphics were normal, current gen graphics for the Xbox 360. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but it definitely wasn't any freaking PS2 or anything like that. So the graphics were good. Actually, the character creation looked really, really good, and then you started getting into the game, and some things just didn't render correctly, and I don't know, it was weird. But the graphics definitely aren't anything spectacular. They'll do. They're up to par for the 360, and I would assume it looks the same on the PS3. I don't know how it looks on Next Gen. But the graphics are, normal. What you would see for the current gen Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So, I probably should have said this first. What is Destiny? Destiny is basically, it's a MMO, basically, is what it is. It's Bungie's way of an MMO. Bungie used to make the Halo series. I think they passed it off to someone else after Halo 3. I could be wrong. I don't remember who they passed it off to, but Destiny was Bungie's way of making a huge MMO. And as an MMO, I have to say it probably works well. I've actually only played the game by myself. I'll probably end up playing some more of it, but I haven't got a chance to play with any of my friends. But it's Bungie's try at a MMO, major multiplayer online, or massively multiplayer online, however you want to say it. And it's a first-person shooter, all kinds of elements, different weapons, powers. Yeah, there's 3 different classes you can choose from. I think there's 3, I don't know. Things like that. So, things that a massively multiplayer game would have. It has a hub system. After you learn your basics and everything, you'll be dropped off in the hub system where you do different things. You purchase, upgrades and weapons and things like that at this hub area, where you can also interact with other players who are in the hub area at the same time. So that's what it is. It's basically a giant multiplayer game. There's no single player campaign, none of that. It's just jump online with your friends and go crazy, kill some bad guys and things like that. So, I covered the graphics, which I should have done second. I covered what it was. Now let's get to the actual gameplay of the Destiny beta, or Destiny, whatever. Let's also keep this in mind, it is a beta, so it's not a fully completed game yet, but that's besides the point. What did I think of the gameplay? It's nothing spectacular, it's your common first-person shooter gameplay with a few different elements of powers and whatever you want to call them. But it's your standard first-person shooter gameplay. You know, it's definitely nothing to die for, and I've been seeing lately, now that excuse me, now that the next-gen consoles have come out, that first-person shooters on our current gen, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, the first-person shooters just haven't really been up to par. I don't think they've really been trying hard enough, to be honest. So, like I said, it was made, Destiny is basically being made as a next-gen game. They're just being nice guys, Bungie are, and making it for current-gen consoles. So, like I said, I've never played it on a next-gen console, so I don't know. But, anyway, that being said, like I said, the gameplay is quite average. It's your average first-person shooter gameplay, nothing spectacular. Besides, you know, all the powers and things that you have, whatever. So we have the graphics, the gameplay, what the game is. Story-wise, there's not really a story. Basically, the world is ending or ended or whatever, and there's not much human life, I guess. I don't really know didn't really understand the backstory that well. But new cities have been built on different planets and whatever, and you're basically fighting for human life. You know, just a standard thing. It didn't explain a lot of it. Again, it's a beta, so I'm sure when the full retail game comes out, more of that will be explained. But, yeah. So, that's basically the story. There's really not much else to the story-driven part of the game, because it's more of just jump right in and kill some bad guys. So, as for characters, like I said, you do have a character creation screen when you first start off. You have 3 different classes to choose from. I can't think of the top of my head what the classes are right now, but like I said, you have 3 different classes to choose from. There is a character creation menu, which, like I said, well, I didn't say this yet, but it's nothing spectacular, the character creation menu. It is good. It does well for creating a character. It's just nothing spectacular. It's definitely no, you know, RPG like Fallout or something like that, or Skyrim. Definitely nothing to that extent, but it works, and it gets the job done. As for that, all the rest of the characters in the game are basically your ghost, the one that, well, if you play the game, you'll know he follows you around and helps you out and things like that. Little robot drone, per se. But, there's really that, and then whatever characters are in the hub, which basically aren't even really, you know, main characters. Are just kind of NPC there to sell you things. So, that is that with the characters. I think really that's all I want to talk about this game. I cannot really think about too much else I need to cover in this game. It's really, because it's in a beta stages right now, it's really a very basic, broad outlining of a full game. And with it being an MMO, there's really not much to talk about, especially story-driven stuff. So, that is that on top of that, and now we will get to the rating of the Destiny beta. Alright, so what am I going to give the Destiny beta as a rating? So keep this in mind again. Like I said, it is a Destiny beta, or it is in beta. This is my general opinion. I'm just giving you guys what I think about the game, and, you know, giving you guys an opinion on it as well. You can go out and play it and whatever. By the way, you can play it completely for free. You don't need a special code or anything. It just went live for Xbox Live Gold a couple days ago, and it's available on PlayStation Network, I'm assuming. So, yeah, so my rating, what do I give the Destiny beta? I give it an 8.5 out of 10, and that's actually, at first, I was going to give it much lower, but then I started playing a little bit and kind of enjoyed it. But like I said, it's just your basic, you know, repetitive, I don't know if you want to say repetitive, but it's your basic first-person shooter gameplay, you know, MMO, whatever. The graphics aren't spectacular. They're nothing to die for. They're alright. They work for the systems you play it on. You know, you have your character creation, which again isn't spectacular, but it works. Your 3 different classes, you know. Basically what makes it Destiny is that it's an MMO, and the whole hub system and things like that is just what makes it what it is. Otherwise it would just be a generic first-person shooter. So again, I give the Destiny beta an 8.5. It is in beta. If I do end up purchasing the game, I will do a review of the full product when that comes out and I get a chance to play. So the Destiny beta gets an 8.5 out of 10 from me. If I do buy the game, I'd love to see what they do, see how much it improved from the beta. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this somewhat quick review of the Destiny beta. I played it on the Xbox 360, but it is available for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One as well. So until next time, guys, this is Game Master 8814, and I'm signing out. Peace!